Hey, this is Jeeps Rock. We're going to real quickly show you on how to get rid of this old plastic Jeep handle off the rear tailgate of your vehicle. We're going to replace it with another one from Handle Matters, and what it's going to do is it's going to be on the vertical, so we'll be able to do a little bit different design than what we had before, but we'll have a link in the description if you want to watch on how we installed the sides of the Jeep, but we're going to now show you on the back. So first thing we'll have to do is we need to open this up. And it's not going to be this easy, but if it was, we would, do that movie magic, but we could just take it right off, and it doesn't work that way. So we'll show you how we do that. But you're going to be donating this to some pieces on the back side on how to do that. And we're going to show you step by step. So we'll go ahead and we'll open this all the way up. I'm going to bring down my GP Factor table here so we can put our stuff down. But I'm going to show you first of all what you'll need to do this project. It's going to be really simple tools, and one's going to be an open inch 5/16 and a 3/8 as well, and then just a little removal tool, and this is another 5/16 drill bit, and a torque 10 screwdriver or driver is what you're going to need for that, and then just a drill for that drill bit. Now I will show you that there are a few extra optional steps, and I'll show you why as we go through the steps, but you'll want to go ahead and make sure you grab a screwdriver. I'm actually using a step bit instead of the drill bit I showed before. I'm going to use an extended length extender with a 3/8 and a 5/16 socket instead of the open wrench, and then just a box cutter. And what that's going to allow you to do is, this is what the handle would look like, and this is what the rear handle has. It's a little bit different again than the sides. So what we're going to do is we're going to be removing this whole entire mechanism off the back. But again, we'll show you how to get this all out as well, but I just want to show you ahead of time what the objective is, not only just to remove it like I did before, but we need to get this piece off as well, because we're going to reuse this on the Handles Matter. And why not show you what the Handles Matter handle looks like? So this is the box it would come in. It's going to have this back gasket here on the back, and this is what it looks like on the back, and this is what it looks like on the front. Is that not cool? And again, these are designed to be more of a paddle. Instead of the push button that are on there right now, it's a paddle. So that's how it looks. And then on the back you can see we have these pre-threaded holes right here, and that's how we're going to take this piece and replace it and put it onto here. So there's one other piece that's right here that we need to get to, and that's what the drill comes into play. So don't worry, it's not too hard to do at all. So the first thing we're going to do is move a few pieces off of my table here. There's going to be two access points that you'll need to get to, and again, this is where that optional step comes from with this, as well as our socket, is you can remove this one dust cover right here just by pulling it. Let's see if I can open it, kill the day a little bit more. You can pull that, and what that's going to do, it's going to give you access to the bottom nut that you're going to need to take off from that handle. The top one doesn't do anything for you, so don't worry about that at all. You're going to leave that one remaining, but this is the optional step. That way it makes it a little bit easier to get to this bottom one. It's up to you. So you can either take this off, put it back on. Then you're going to take your removal tool, and there's a little grate system right here. I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do that. This is the removal tool I'm using. All I'm going to do is I'm going to put that in on the very left side, and I'm just going to pull right back to me. It's going to pull off, and the reason why that works is you have little tabs here on the side. That way you don't want to pull this way. You want to come to the side and just pull back, because you can see that the way it works is one push down here and one on the top. So I'll show you how that looks. So again, don't pull from this side because you'll break those tabs off. You don't want to do that. So just pull from here, and then I just pulled down from here on this side, and that's how we can get the grate off. With that grate off, now you have access to this back panel, and I'll change out my camera here for a second and I'll show you how it looks like inside here as well. But that's going to allow you to get to the back side for the two nuts, and then this is going to be this little red tab right here, and this is where that optional step comes in again. You can either have it in here and you have to get your hand and then actually take this tab, and you're going to push up to release it. This was really tight for me, so what I did is I went ahead and removed both bolts, and this was accessible from this side, and that's why the screwdriver comes in handy, because now when this is accessible on the outside, you can just take your screwdriver and just pry it and it'll just pop right open for you. So that's how I did it. It's a lot easier than trying to hurt your fingers or try to get your hands in there to remove that. So that is an option. Either you take the 2 bolts off, have it exposed a little bit to where you can get the screwdriver in, or if you're going to go the way of trying to get it off while it's inside, you would leave the 2 bolts connected and then remove the red tab and then take the 2 bolts off. So those are the options. So when this panel has been removed, you can see through this hole right here, this is where one of the nuts will be, and then the other one will be up here at the top, and that's where you'll see that red tab and screw. But this is the only way that you'll have access to that. And I also use my panel removal tool. You won't have all these wires that you see here. This is something I've customized, but right here this will be on there, and there's just a little Christmas tree that pushes in right there. So that's just a panel tool removal. You could use that if you wanted to remove that as well, and that just pulls straight out. And I just did that so I could get my hands in there and give me a little bit more space to get to that bolt. Now that the handle has been removed, we now need to take off this mechanism and put this on our Handle Matters replacement handle. And to do that, we're going to take these 3 bolts, torque bolts off, and this is a T10. And then what we'll be doing is, you see this little black piece right here, this is what we're going to be drilling out, because that's what's retaining the rod mechanism. It's an alignment piece, and that's going to be actually fused to this, so we're going to show you how to drill that out next. And as you start to remove these, that spring will start to loosen up a little bit. As you can see, now we have the part off. You can go ahead and put that to the side. We'll no longer need anything else on this old handle. So on the back piece, this is what we're going to be removing by using that drill bit. So this is where the optional comes into place again. So the way it's fused is you have this piece on one side and the other. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your drill bit and you're going to drill out that black piece going from this side. And what I did is I went ahead, and I'll show you in the pictures here, I went ahead and drilled into this, and then once I got it enough to where the step bit was able to go through enough and get that cleared out as much, I just took my box cutters and I cut the pieces on the plastic a few times. What that does is then that will release that piece, and you can see here, this is how I've already done that. I've already cut it off, but it releases that off of there. So you're left with that piece and then one other piece, and now you have the piece that we need to adhere to the Handles Matter handle. Now that this has all been put back together, you'll just take the 2 remaining nuts that came with the Handles Matter kit, and you'll just reverse the steps. And this is going to be using the either the 3/8 socket or a 3/8 open wrench, which you'll need because you won't be able to get to the top one without the open wrench. All right, now that we have it installed, you can see it's now got, again, that vertical length, so you can have your, like, a name or a theme that you have on your vehicle. Again, it's a paddle, so you can see that it pushes in and it'll pop that open for you. So that's what it's going to look like. We got rid of the plastic again. We were grabbing again to some metal again. And with these types of plates, they can always be replaced. You can change them out if you decide to change the name of the vehicle, different theme, or just want a whole different look. You can do that by just replacing these 2 bolts right here, and this will let you make a whole different look again to the vehicle. So thanks again for watching Jeeps Rock. We hope this installation was helpful for you. If you have any questions, please give us a comment down below. And please make sure you subscribe, that way you can continue on the journey with us, and we hope you enjoyed this installation. And again, take a look at Handles Matter. If you haven't purchased one yet, they'll be glad you did. Thanks again for watching Jeeps Rock.